Okay, last portion of the recording for the water pressure. This thing is the last thing I was waiting to get. That's 4 feet, 4-prong wire, 250. I wanted to make sure that it is 250 volt because I didn't need that, the big cord, of course. This cord is like, come on this side, Katrina, you're gonna see better if you record from here, right? So this is the information, right? See, 6 AWG, so 8.37, right? 13.3. It's just, with other words, I wanted to do it with this thing because I have 240 volt electric charger plug on a 40 amps thing, and in order to do this for this thing here, let me show you, for this thing here, right, that's a 240 volts, doesn't have a ground, doesn't have anything, came with this adapter. And in order to plug this thing here, that's okay, everything is nice and peachy, but I do need to somehow transfer from my 240 volt, instead of cutting this thing and connecting it here, I just bought this guy here. So phase, neutral, ground. I'm on this side now. Also, I didn't need to buy this guy here, which is really heavy. Just want to show you. It's a very heavy guy. That's how much I paid. 109. So 109, and that's specifications of the 15.2 meters or 50 feet. And it's very sturdy. And you don't need it that much, but it's 125 volts. I wanted 10 gauge. I wanted something very, very, very good. And that's why I opted for this. This is nice too, right? The reason I'm going with a thicker cable, because they said in this book, they showed, if you go, record this here, please. Yeah, slowly down. So yeah, if you go just there, that's okay, just stay there. If you go with 25 meters, which is here, just if you go 25 meters, 230 volt, it's a 2 times 1.5 millimeters. But if you go over 25, it's a 2 times 2.5 millimeters square. So I didn't want to bother, that's why I went with this instead of this, which is 16 gauge, right? That's a standard. But 16 gauge, but it's just long. It's 82 feet or 25 meters. And that's the whole, this bunch, this here. So why would I buy the bigger cable? Because of smaller cable, I already have smaller cable. Because of this. When you come on this side, when you measure the resistance, right? Of course, ground is ground, right? But if you measure the resistance, you can see this is like a 1.3, 1.1 ohm. Oh, like, okay. If you want to measure the resistance of the things. That's nothing, and it's connection. And you can see it's like it's dancing. It's big. It's like, it should be around 1. This is old too. 0.6, 0.7. That should be fine. But if you measure the resistance of this big boy, the resistance is almost nothing. Right? Ground to ground, 0, 1, right? This thing is 0, 5, 0, 2, 0, 1. So this is really nothing. Right? 0, 1. That's why I opted for this bigger cable, because even if I need more distance, I can always hook this up to 250, hook this, and then hook this one here to get additional from 15 meters, 15 meters, or 50 feet to 82 feet or 25 meters, because this is thin, right? Generally speaking, you don't need that big cable also, because if you use 240 volts, this is like, well, I can tell you what I mean. Just want to show you everything at once, but it's not possible, so it has to go one by one. No, here, not me. 120 volts, right? Like this thing here, it's 1300 watts. So let's go. 130, 1300 watts divided by 120 volts. That would be roughly 10 amps. 10 amps. But if you do the same thing, so 1300 watts divided by 240 volts, that would be only 5 amps. So basically, I just need 5 amps. I don't need 50 amps. But this is 16 gauge and it goes up to maximum 12 amps or 10 amps because it's very long. So if you go higher voltage, generally you just need like 5 amps. So that should be sufficient. We're gonna try this. But if you go with this, this can carry a much more. This is 10 gauge wire, this is 16 gauge wire. So in other words, I just wanted to be sure that I'm gonna be having a minimum losses, because as you know, the higher the voltage, the smaller is current for the same amount of power. So 1300 watts divided by 240 would be only 5 amps, not 50 amps. But if I, later in the future, come on this side please, I'm sorry about that, walking around and stuff, but if I want to in the future to use this for welding, I can use it for welding because it's 6 gauge. My original gauge is 8 gauge, this is 6 gauge, this is 10 gauge, this is 16. See, everything is smaller as you need it. So how did I do it? This is not the way how to do it, but I'm gonna do it because I'm careful, and I wanna use this just in case later if I wanna use it. First, we're gonna be checking continuity just for being safe. So this thing here is the ground and goes on the green one, right? Goes into green one. Ground goes into green one and needs to be PV, right? No, just the green. So this is the neutral. Neutral goes to the white one. And these two faces, doesn't matter black or white. So this is nothing, and this is, so this one is nothing, and this one is hot. So the thing is, when you connect it, you always make sure that this is neutral, this is one hot, this is another hot, and this is ground. And that's the thing with the 4-prong. I'm not gonna be using this one, so no neutral, right? This is 120 volts, this is 120 volts, this is 240 volts, and this is ground. So if you have neutral, you can divide, basically. Neutral, you can divide 120 and here, 120. But I'm not gonna be using, because my original water pressure or pressure washer, what's the name? has only 240 volts, so I'm going to be using just two hots, just these two hots, and one ground here. And I already hooked it up. So that's how they come. I'm not going to be using this. I'm just going to be taping this away, and I'm going to do it right away. And then we're going to try how it works. So I'm just going to be using like this. Put this away in case I want to use it later, but not right now. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna be using this like this. Tape it away so it's not in our way, and that should be okay. That's good. Now I already made sure that everything is connected right. This is ground here, and doesn't matter which one, and they same size. So I'm just gonna be pushing them here accordingly, right? But I'm gonna be pushing one here, and I'm gonna be pushing this one. They're really tough. 6 gauges, right? And I'm gonna pushing this one here. So they're there. Okay? Just because it's kind of not closing nice, I already cut this thing here because it's meant for much. It goes all the way here. I've removed that screw, and I'm gonna be doing like this. So if I need it, I'm gonna really need it like this, and that's it. So just to make sure that everything is nice and the way, I'm gonna unhook this one and isolate it really nice. So there is no way it's gonna be the shortcut or something like that.
Okay.
Good. Good. I'm gonna be stacking that here all the way. I'm gonna pull this out and do the same with this guy here. So they're not gonna be shortcut and make damage. And I'm gonna be plugging this guy here all the way there. This is connected already, right? And then I'm gonna be putting it like this. Just a little, and here, and like this. And that's the idea. It doesn't look maybe nice, but believe me, it's very safe, and it's never gonna touch each other. I'm not saying that you should do the same at home. That's how I choose to do, because I know that's gonna be safe, and I know how I'm gonna be using it. I'm gonna be very careful in case that I need this connection to make a connection or adapter for my welding stuff. I know that I'm gonna be okay with that. I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna leave this one open, and that's about it. There you go. Now we can go like this, and we can plug here, there, and should be okay. Last check. This is soft. So ground should be here. And phase one of these. This one. So you have to be hitting that inside. Not this one, but this one. And again this one. Good. Now we're gonna go and try it. So for that experiment, we need the cable. This is here. We're gonna leave it here, and we need to bring this one here. Plug it there. The main thing is just to hold it always here, but this is gonna be plugged and left plug all the time. And if this is lighting, that is good. And then you can come with me. Now I'm gonna ask you to do that because I cannot that high. Please and do it. Don't worry, everything is fine. Just you can do that. Like I cannot find you. Now I see you. Now if you can go, and yeah, you have to go all the way.
Yeah, but doesn't go.
Yeah, and you have to go up. No. Up. Lift that up. Put your hand in the middle. Up, higher. And then press. Can you press hard? No?
No.
No?
I
Doesn't
can't.
go.
It's too high.
Oh, okay, I had to go up. And I'm gonna try to do it. Because you need a little bit firmer grip, so just in case. This is all connected nicely, right? Everything is good. So let's leave it there. For that thing I had to unhook this, my trusted charger, right? And I'm gonna hook this one. So go up into this, and then you have to press it harder. Cannot press it. Even I cannot do it. You know why? Because it's so high. Yeah. I'll try to do it. No, I cannot. I don't know why I cannot press it. But I just can't. There you go. There you go. It's just because it's higher. Now it's up. And it's running. Go. Let's go and hook it here. So nothing happened. That's good. So it's heavy. Probably it's not gonna go out. Let's do it like this. I need to get it a little bit better. Because this is really heavy, but that's good now. Good. inside to check how it's working. See, that's all the way to my house, and voila, it's working. Of course, it's not a big deal, but it's just, and it's working. Okay, let's check it. This should be, always check this first. That should be on a AC current. Come closer. So not voltage here, but voltage for the AC current. And then let's go first 240 volt, right? 240 volt, 248 volts. See, it doesn't matter which phase you take, because it's alternating current, 248 volt. And it has this thing, it's very dangerous, right? So, but if you measure here and here, should be 124 volts, right? And if you measure here and here, should be 124 volts. But here is 248 volts. So now we know that everything is working like it should. And now we can finally go outside and connect that guy. See, for connecting this guy, we need to go outside and connect the water first, then connect this thing first. Water first, then. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 0. So let's see, is it gonna be working? Just to try it out, and it works. Cable is good, no nothing. And basically this cable is so much better than this one, but it's shorter, right? This should be working too. So we need to go out and connect it. Connect it with the water, right? See, that's not kind of the way how it should be working. It should be working like this, here, and then you just plug it there. And then we put water line here. I'm gonna put water line first. Is it recording still? So I need a hose to bring it from here, and of course nothing goes nicely. When you need to do something, then you always have a problem. This is a nice hose because it's expandable. It's very good. So I need to unhook this guy here. No, that way. To unhook this guy here. So I need to unhook this guy here. This guy here. Right? And then wait a minute. I have this, and yeah, that's the original thing which goes into this, and I put it here so you can see this thing goes here. And it has a filter inside, so you have to put it here, and it's plastic, so I don't know how that's gonna be holding. Is it gonna be, this is nice metal and this is plastic thing. And then with this adapter, which I have from this guy here, Gardena, it should be working really nice, right? This should be working here too. Yeah, there you go. And then you should just be able to do this thing here, and then hook it up here, and then I'm gonna go and hook everything together and hook this one here. Bye-bye. It's hooked up here. Then put water. Is it working? And finally try this. Try this guy here.
Do you want me to close the windows?
No, I want to show how this works. Goes like this, right? You put it like this here, and you just push it a little bit and twist it. If you want to unlock it, push it like this and twist it. And this is locked. And then I should press this button here.
Oh.
Oh, it works like that.
Yeah.
Huh?
The concrete.
That's how it works, right? So you change this thing here by pushing it. How do you change it? Oh, by twisting it, right? Oh yes. So you just easily twist this. Well, that's the reason you bought it, right? Works good.
Why?
No leaking.
Why
no
it's
nothing.
leaking over there?
Is it?
I don't know. When you press?
Oh, maybe that's the normal thing, right?
Yeah, maybe.
That's leaking not from there, but from
Yeah.
the pump. But anyway, you go and twist this. Change it from here to white.
Do you want to try here on the red?
Yes. Try there. That's the reason we bought it, for cleaning the siding, window, and for removing this thing here, because it's like 8 years, and you can see how it's like uneven. Be careful not to press it on your.
Yeah.
Actually, it would be good for removing my
Nail polish.
nail polish. My granddaughter, they put it here, one here, but it would be painful, I think. So you can go from this. I guess this is the most powerful one, right?
I want.
Yeah, it does leak a little bit, but I think that's okay.
I think that's normal.
I think so, because it doesn't leak from here and
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah, it's leaking.
It's just the way how it works, I think. Let's see. It's working very good. And they say to be very careful because this is obviously most powerful when it's like small, it's a high pressure, because you can damage the damage the stuff going around. So if you press a little bit too much, look how it's so powerful. But that's what we need, and we can do like maybe change this into the just try. Much more pressure than the yeah, it's not bad other than the still leaks a little bit. I don't know how it works. Is it okay or not, but the thing it works. Let's try it here. This is different kind of very powerful. That's it. I think it's good. And only time is gonna tell how it works.
Yeah.
But it does work. 220 volts. I think it locks automatically every time. Yeah. Oh no. It's very good. And just to check off. Yeah. So when you press, it immediately go to the pressure and then kicks in when the pressure is low. I guess this is nice in between for washing the tires in cars. It's really good. Okie dokie. That was everything for today's video. It took me like 10 days to wait for the orders. This was paid like $200 Canadians. And the cable. Let's try this. Let's try even this. I'm gonna go like this. Still using this cable. I'm just interested, is it gonna be hot by using it? Right? See? That's the adapter it came with. You can put it this way or this way, doesn't matter. So how it's gonna be working? Is it gonna be hot while I'm using it? Because this is gonna give me even more range, but this is like a thin cable. theoretically, I didn't even need to buy the big cable, because as I already said, using 220 volts actually is going to lower from 10 amps down to half of the power, to 5 amps, to get the 1300. And my wife is going to be happy to use that. So powerful, right? Look at this. I don't feel any. So there you go. It can work with the brake and something else, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's just lukewarm, but it's not hot, and it's working good. There you have it. I think you're gonna be very good in using it. You wanna try?
Not now.
Not now.
Later.
Okay. There you go. That was it. It's not hot, but this original cable, with the smaller cable, I did have a problem, and I had a voltage drop to 60 volt and didn't want to work, basically. Right, so I had to switch to original cable. Not original, but a cable which with a bigger square meters, millimeters. And now my wife is gonna try it. Hey, by the way, take this. You can put it there. See? You can put it there. All the way, yeah. And then just put this one on top of that. And screw that. Screw it. And now you can put this end over there, right?
If you put something. Like
If you put something as a detergent or something, so you can put, and then you can spray it out. That's the, see all this mess I did. I did clean up nicely, but it's just taking so much time, because every time when you put the strongest pressure, it's gonna be smallest working surface, and it takes time. But I did remove a lot of it.
Good.
It's okay. It's gonna be better. Now you're gonna try to do some yeah, it's already on. So you just put it the way you want. You close the windows and everything. Let's try it out. And I'll show you how to, you know already. Over there, don't point it to yourself. And over there you can change the, right?
Yeah.
You can change the shape of the,
So is it good to have on windows?
I don't know. Try with the, put it down and try with a smaller, like. Keep it pressed. Yeah. Try with the smaller one. Yeah, why are you stopping? Don't point. Did you close that the windows too? I think it's not, it's just you have to go like stronger. Wait.
No.
Put it down. No, something is wrong. Wait. I think the water it's empty. I think. Okay. That's what happened. There's no water in the system. Now we can do. And you can come closer to the window. Yeah. Is that the maximum pressure? Yeah? No? Just be careful not to... That's maximum, right? Yeah. Just be careful not to point at one spot too much. You can come closer to the sidings if you want. Oh. Oh. Look at the kids. It's nice to sit in the shade here. Okay. My stinging nettles, it's already grown. Look at that. It's growing like crazy. Nah. Not really nice, but they're still growing. That's good. Pears. My apples are much nicer. Yeah, look at the size of the apples. Nice. Very nice. Is it strong enough? What do you think? It's better than the normal pressure, right? I think it's a little bit on the lower side, but that's okay. Not gonna do any damage to the siding anyway. Good job. Hazelnut trees. The small one are growing. See? 1, 2. It cannot reach upper. No, wait. That's the limitation of the 15 meters court. You cannot reach. Yeah, it's far. Why don't you come closer? Why you come so? No, like, yeah, closer. Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
What do you mean you can't? Look.
Yeah, but look.
Look.
Yeah,
Look.
what?
Look.
What?
Look.
Can you watch the window?
But look.
I look.
Yeah, but
Now what?
am I not reaching the window? No. You're standing here. Yeah, but every half meter, every meter difference, you actually, it's not strong enough to reach, but that's the height of like 5 meters, 6 meters, 20 feet. That's high. Because of the roof, you cannot reach it, right? Anyway, it's not bad. It's small. Yeah. It's a small unit, not on the lower side of the power, right? But it does do good what it does. It's limited power, 1300 watts, 240 volts, and my wife was okay. I did clean up pretty nice here, right? I think it's not bad. Oh. Do you wanna? Yeah. You can press and hold it and then change it too. Don't put too much on the one spot because you're gonna definitely damage it. I think it's good. You know, you can do that. You can like
Open more and
no, while you're holding it and when it's working, you can do it so you can exactly know how much spray. And it's easy to detach, right? If you have that adapter. I'm not gonna do it now because it's under pressure, so it's gonna go. But it's easy, you just pull it, otherwise you have to do it differently. And I think it's nice. We're happy. It's very small, it's only 4 kilograms I think weight, and it's good. Okay, thanks for watching, have a nice day, bye bye. Just a quick recording to show that I was actually not so wise. I didn't use it for a while, so even if you do it and you stop and remove it, it's not gonna spray at you. It's not gonna spray at you because it has protection. So there's still water inside the pipe, but it's not gonna spray at you. So only negative thing I see, this connection here is kind of awkward and doesn't hold very good. Like this connection here, it doesn't really hold. This is too heavy for this. And another thing what might be negative is this: if you put it like this, that adapter, it's gonna be definitely damaged or be broken. But other than that, unit performs very well for the size and for the name. There you go. I think it's enough of a warning, this label, because obviously this is not 110. That's gonna be for now 240 volts. Okie dokie. That's enough of a warning. I think so.